Hi everyone, this is the Furnace. We're playing God of War Ascension on Titan difficulty. This is the Furnace. It'll probably say one of two in the description for this video, because after this chapter is the Shoulder of Apollo, I believe, and then the next chapter after will be the second part of the Furnace. So a lot of battles are going to occur on this platform right here. Excuse me, we have a Cyclops coming up here, and it's just him, unless you smash some of these eggs here. In my experience, the demon birds were coming out of the eggs. They were coming out of the same eggs every single time. So you're going to see me attack the eggs, but it's not because I'm trying to attack them. This game has a little bit of a problem with prioritizing what you're trying to do. What I mean by that is sometimes I feel whenever you're going to do like a rage attack, or whenever you're doing a discard for the weapon, it should always target like the fiercest guy around. Like if there's juggernauts and like little goats that you're fighting, it should always target the juggernaut or the Cyclops. It's just kind of hard to when they're making this game, they probably ran up against you see right there, it didn't like that too. That should always hit the guy. It shouldn't have that arc that doesn't even hit them sometimes. So just stay away from the birds if you can avoid it. If they're around, just grab kill them. So yeah, I ran up into a problem against that as far as the discarding a weapon, and it'll go at like the smaller enemy when I didn't want to hit the smaller enemy. For the most part, it's pretty good though. I mean, some people don't feel that this game has good grab detection. I think it really has good grab detection. I mean, there's one battle, I think it's at the end of this video, or it might be in the Shoulder of Apollo, but you'll be in like a large group of enemies. There'll be like 8 or 10 enemies just surrounding you, and you're going to pick up like a shield that's staked into the ground. And for a game that has so many enemies on the screen, for the game to know that you're trying to press R1 to grab the shield is pretty intelligent. It's not perfect, but it's really good. It always works for me. Well, I shouldn't say that. It works enough so that I can count on it. But so sometimes when you're going to try to latch onto an enemy whom you don't even want to target, who's got body armor and it's obvious. If there's enemies with body armor around and you're trying to grab a shield, it should never try to latch on to the enemies, because you can't even grab them anyway. So we're gonna have to see some improvements in this series a little bit. With I also feel that you should be able to turn off on and off moves. I've said that since God of War 2. This game would be so much better if I could just not have that L1 and square attack activate when I don't want it to, because you'll be putting up your guard and you're just pressing the square button too quickly without releasing the L1 button. It's very important to guard in this game. It really is. It's just like Ninja Gaiden. You have to guard a lot. You have to evade roll a lot, and that move just always in God of War 2 and 3, the Athena's Wrath was the bane of my whole gameplay, but it's not the case here. Because primarily, well, not primarily, the main reason is because you can't do the triangle combo unless you have the rage meter. But in all the other God of War games, you would do the triangle move, and a lot of the times you would be wanting to do that off an evade. And what would happen is, I think on level 3 of the blades, Athena's Wrath would kick in, and basically that move was just it was an attack off an evade, and it was a triangle input. So you'd be evading and then trying to start a triangle times 3 combo, but the game thinks that you want to do the Athena's Wrath. So I ranted about it in my God of War 2 guide, and I can't tell you how powerful this the clone is. It's like it's better than any magic you'll ever use in this game. It really is. So priority, that's definitely a big priority to get that up, and the slowing time down. The Ouroboros magic and the clone, those are big priorities for the Trial of Archimedes. Okay, so now we've got some puzzles to do. These really stumped me when I was playing this game for the first time, and as I've mentioned many times, I never looked on any guide when I first played this game. That's why it's why this game was a little bit long in the coming, although I did start publishing guides within, I think, about a week of this game's release. So don't smash anything yet. You need to just go over here first, and we're going to have to lower that gate to the left. We'll be coming back here to do another battle. I think the battle occurs over here with some Medusas. So there's a collectible object over here. There's 8 artifacts, just to let you guys know, and I have 8 of them. As I'm looking for 2 more, which are going to be coming in upcoming chapters. So here I'm just interacting with the environment. I'm picking up this note. I'm just looking at the walls, just in case everybody wants to watch those or see what's on there. That is the Archimedes Treatise right there. There we go. That's what I want to use if I do a no upgrade run, because I'm just really sick of doing quick time events, and I don't care if it disables the trophies. I might not get all the trophies, to tell you the truth, because I just don't think it's possible to upgrade all your weapons. It's just way too much money is at stake, and so that's one of the trophies. But oh well, I don't really care about the trophies that much. I just thought it would be pretty cool to platinum the game, but I got to be honest with you, I don't even care about platinum a game. I honestly don't care. I don't have any friends on my PlayStation or Xbox. I don't care, because I don't go online. I have no reason to compare. Oh, you see that thing above you? That's what you have to ignite. It'll make your life a little bit easier if you know what's going on over here. But anyway, it's not because I'm antisocial. It's just that when I just don't care about playing multiplayer. I guess I'm just too old, and it's just not. It does not. I can't find any enjoyment in it. So if that makes me a weird person, so be it. But oh well. So we're turning this crank here. This is going to open. This is going to do several things. It's going to open the door. It's going to cause these sparks to ignite and make the wood burn. So it opens the gate, and I think this is a battle. Is this the battle yet? No, this is puzzle time first. So smash this window. Smash the boards, and we need to take this object out, and now take it over to where the sparks are, so we can kindle a fire. In the room up top, I think that's where some oil pours onto this, and you don't have to do it in the order I do it in, but so you could still do it whatever order you want to. I apologize. I've got a headache when I'm trying to do this guide. It's my bad about that. Got to take some more medicine anyway. So now we've got the beginnings of a fire. So take this down here and place it in here. And now we're going to be turning. I think we turn the. No. We are going to use the Ouroboros magic to start a fire. So press it the right way. You'll know which way to press it. You can't. It's only one way to. If you can't press left, just press right. So you're going to get a cutscene here, and now we're going to go into the other room with this. I had no idea what was going on here the first time I played this. I still don't even really understand this, but I don't even care. So take this out, and so you see, I think you could place that and put oil on it first if you want to, but it doesn't even matter. So it's going to result in the same thing. So push this in here, and then the oil is going to pour on here, and then turn the wheel. So you see how this wheel has 2 functions. It moves the platform towards you, and it also fills this up. So now we're going to be taking this thing back over to the main room, and I had no idea how to do this at first when I first played this game. No idea. And it was partially because I was just too lazy to push it over to the left. I thought there was nothing you could do over here. But then I said, what the hell, I'll go over here and push it. So it turned out that it worked. So you see how that just started a fire up there. Now we get a little scene over here. Okay, now is the battle. This is a pretty tough. There's a couple of really tough battles on this part, and in the furnace part too. Yeah, get used to seeing this cutscene right here. Why can't they just put the checkpoint after that, so we don't have to see it every time? But oh well. We have a Gorgon to deal with, and we're gonna have some other enemies coming in. I realized when I fought this enemy that you can parry when they try to grab you. You can parry that attack, and I actually do it twice over here. I was glad that I caught it on tape so you guys can see it. You might as well do the parry, because you see that right there. I was not in any capacity to do a parry right there, but there's no penalty for failing the parry, so there's no reason to not at least attempt to do the parry, because that will not. You see that right there? Bam, got her. Bitch didn't grab me right there. So that's going to come in handy on the Trial of Archimedes, because we've got these enemies, and they love to grab you, and you get damaged. It's negligible damage. I hate these guys, by the way. Really hate those guys that spam that attack right there. I think I got in another parry right over here. And like I said, no penalty for failing the parry. She's just going to grab you. Well, I guess that would be the penalty for failing the parry. But it reminds me of how there's some moves on Ninja Gaiden 2 that you couldn't block, and for the longest time I thought you couldn't counterattack those kind of moves. And the one move that I'm specifically thinking about is the Grey Ninjas on Master Ninja mode. They do this cartwheel attack and they finish off by grabbing you, and I thought that was completely unblockable. See how she right there? Sorry, took her out again. But back to those Grey Ninjas, they'll cartwheel towards you and grab you, and if you have really good timing, and it has to be pretty impeccable, you can parry the attack and sunder their limbs and then execute them. So this is just plain out fun. I'm having a blast playing this game. I love that move I love that growl that he does too when he finishes Medusas off. I forgot what the weapons that those guys were flinging at me, but they're really annoying. Yeah, this pretty tough part. Some of these parts, they really remind me of some of the struggles I faced on God of War 3. But that clone is just so powerful. And I understand. I've heard a lot of people say they're doing no upgrade runs and they're not using that particular thing. See these guys start hovering in the air. I can understand it, because it's one of those things where when you use it, you realize how powerful it is. And I'm probably going to do a no upgrade run. It might follow this guide, it might not, I'm not sure. But it's not going to be like one of those complete no upgrade runs. It's going to be where I'm getting all the health and magic chests, but I'm just not upgrading my weapon. So if that's not strict enough for you and you're going to call me a phony, then sorry about that, but I just want to do things my own way, because you can do your own setup when you're playing and do a no upgrade run. I've never done it before either, so I want to try it out, you know. And I also feel very guilty anytime I use magic, but there's a couple sections in this stage where magic is just really crucial to use, and try to at least conserve your magic on some of these battles, because you're going to be seeing me use magic, and I hate having to use strategies that involve heavy reliance on magic, but you know, sometimes the magic is in this game, and it's just really important that you use it. So, and like I said, the clone magic is better than any magic that I know of that exists in this game. It just kills everything. It really does. So this was a pretty tough battle. I remember struggling on that battle pretty much. For probably an hour, really. Okay, now we're turning this wheel again, and we get a save point right there. And I think you have to have the clone hold this. No, you don't. My bad. But we're going to be coming back down here, so don't worry about missing that artifact. There's a battle on that platform too. That's a really tough battle. I just finished that battle, but I had a blast playing that. I think that battle is going to be in the next video. So now we're going up here, and you get a checkpoint, and also wanted to mention some of these edits are kind of going to be a little bit rough of edits. You're going to see this edit right there. So we need to go up there, doing a little platforming. So sorry about that edit right there. Oh yeah, forgot to mention. Yeah, another reason why I don't like to get backlogged in videos is because I can't remember what I've done. But right there, I wanted to mention that I upgraded my blades to level 5, and that's why you notice that my rage meter is 2 stories high right there. There's also going to be some more of the demon birds when you start platforming, so just bear that in mind. You're just going to have to jump off, and you don't have to fight them, but you might as well. You can get burned by the fire too, so watch out. But I think this is about a 20-minute video, if I'm not mistaken, and then the next video is like under 6 minutes, and then I'm still working on the furnace part 2. So that's where I'm at in this game. So you notice that my rage meter is, like I said, 2 stories high. So that just gives you a little bit more forgiveness when you fail to keep to keep hitting enemies or to avoid taking damage. This gives you a little bit more breathing room. So here's some. I go for a jump and then I had to jump back. I remember doing that. That was pretty jacked up. But yeah, I think we have a really hard section coming up, so make sure you have some magic. Oh yeah, definitely need some magic. Here's kind of an annoying part right here. I probably should have evaded right there. It's kind of hard not to take damage right there. Anyway, I think there's a red chest to grab over here too. No, it's not. This is the wrong area. Definitely get those I just realized. Excuse me. I just figured out earlier that those chests, they give you like 55% of your health and magic. So in God of War 2, they gave us half. I think in God of War 1, even on God mode, they gave you all of it. But here, I think they're giving you just a little bit over 50%. So unless I had a little bit to begin with, but I don't think I had any in my magic bar. This part up here is very tough, and just use magic because there's another hard fight after this, but you have access to another health and magic chest. And I made the mistake of getting this chest. That was a complete waste because I almost had enough. I had 3 uses of the magic, but I thought that I would need 4 because I did this part several times and it was damn hard. But that was wasteful. Definitely, if you have just a little sliver of magic left, don't get the box. But if you need it, you need it. You know. So we have a bunch of enemies contained within two of these flames here. So what I like to do is just kind of freeze the enemies, use the clone. Launch myself and the enemies up into the air and hold triangle to do that move. Excuse me, and also use magic consistently. It's kind of wasteful to use the magic when you have the red auras over the enemies' heads, but this is just really chaotic. And what's happening here is that you have to kill all of the enemies before those jets of flame completely come together. So I'm just kind of holding on a triangle button, using the magic in the air like trying to be a badass. Can't help it sometimes. And you notice that the clone is just bouncing all these enemies up into the air, really helping out. And I'm just kind of just freezing time, using the clone, using magic. That's pretty much all you've got to do here. And you see how chaotic this can be. So I used the rage right there, and I thought I was dead right here. I'm not really sure how I pulled off a victory. I think the clone helped out. Yep, the clone saved the day. It's overpowered. It is. It really is. But this game is pretty tough at some parts. So it's nice to have something on your side for once. But that's the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next chapter. It's called The Shoulder of Apollo.